This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Cochise County Sheriff Mark Daniels is calling on Washington, D.C. for help with the increased activity at the southern border. This after the Customs and Border Protection Agency shut down the port of entry at Lukeville. Sheriff Daniels says his office had nearly 60 smuggling events over the last month and more than 60 felony charges for border crimes.
We're just here doing everything we can, trying to keep our county safe. If I sound frustrated, I'm very frustrated because this is not how government should work. I deal with public safety, not political safety, so it's frustrating to me.
Daniels says he doesn't see an end to the increased activity at the border and is expecting a ripple effect from the Lukeville port closure. Governor Katie Hobbs told ABC15 at this point she is not considering sending the Arizona National Guard or DPS to help law enforcement. As cases of respiratory illness continue to rise, all Banner hospitals across 6 states, including right here in Arizona, have implemented their seasonal visitor restrictions for children 13 years and under. Under the restrictions, they are not allowed to visit patients in their rooms, with the exception of newborn siblings, unless staff deem it a medical risk. In Arizona, flu projections are up 88% from a typical year. Now, when it comes to your holiday lights, are incandescent or LEDs better? With help of the experts, we put them to the test. ABC 15's Katie Ramo finds out which is safer, brighter, and better for your budget.
These are two different kind of holiday light strands, and so the ones on the right here that we have plugged in right now are incandescent lights, and I can feel the heat coming off of these. These are not very energy efficient. They're releasing a lot of energy through heat instead of light. As an alternative, they now have these LED lights. So what we're going to do is plug both of these strands into this watt meter right here. So this is a strand of 100, they call them C9 lights, so these are the larger style lights, and this strand right here is using 172 watts right now. Okay, so then I'm going to plug in this alternative strand of LED lights. It's also 100 bulbs in the strand. It has very similar look, same amount of light that it releases. It's 1 watt.
That's so wild.
It's using 1 watt compared to 170 watts.
And what would the difference in price be then to run those?
So over the course of like a typical holiday season, maybe for 2 months, you're going to run them a few hours a night. You're talking about, if you, let's say you use 20 strands of light in your house, which isn't a lot.
Yeah.
You're talking about $108 to $110 to run these for 2 months, and about $1 for these for 2 months. Which would you rather on your bill?
Yeah,
and
that's
again,
quite a difference.
You can feel these. They absolutely feel just like room temperature. These have been turned off and they're still hot. So these are also a lot safer because they are running at like 78 to 80 degrees, and these are going to be about 120 degrees or hotter. So they're safer, they're easier to install, and you can plug a lot more of these into one light socket because they draw so little power. You can actually string 51 of these strands together. You can only string 2 of these strands together into one outlet. So you've got to be really careful about how many you plug in or it's not going to be safe. So these are a lot safer. They look great. They have all the different styles, just like the incandescent. So just look for LED when you're shopping. You're going to save a ton of money, and you're going to have a more convenient and safe holiday season.
Well, tomorrow is Claus-a-thon here at ABC 15 all day long. Volunteers will be answering your calls to collect donations for Operation Santa Claus. And your donations will go to 5 local charities right here in the Valley, helping families in need this holiday season. We're collecting non-perishable food items, kids' clothing and toys, or monetary donations. And remember, you can donate anytime at GiveToTheClaus.com.
Time now for that most accurate forecast here on this Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. After trekking clouds across our state yesterday and more of that filtered sunshine, the clouds will be thinner today, but you'll see a few of them still drifting through. Look for mostly sunny skies, though, overall today. Passing clouds at times through the rest of the week, but we are staying dry here in the valley with only a slim chance for showers in northern Arizona by Friday as the storm system begins to approach and passes to our northeast. For now, the valley again staying dry, and we are tracking a big warm up today and tomorrow. Those highs will climb into the 80s, so a significant temperature change from just the last few days, but temperatures will also end up 1 degree shy of the record today and tomorrow in the valley. Highs reach the 60s to 70s across northern Arizona, so it's going to be warmer up there too. But a cool down in sight by the weekend. Highs will be right back near 70 degrees Saturday and Sunday, again thanks to a storm system that's approaching from the north. For now though, no rain in the valley, and up north that rain chance down to just 10% on Friday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head on over to ABC15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.